Yo, that's crazy. I hit the go live button and didn't realize I was live. I was still doing something else. What's up, y'all? It's Monday night, man. I'm on my new schedule. My first night on my new schedule. Look at me. Ghetto. What's going on, Get Easy? Tank. I'm only saying hi to Tank. Fat guy with guns, what up, brother? Shanna Ewing, how are you, ma'am? Cabo, what up? What up? Mongo, 1911. Shout out South Bend. Big Easy, what's to it? EDQ, what up, dog? R. Scott, what's happening? What's happening, man? Thank y'all. I know it's a new night for me. I'm anxious to see how we do tonight because again, it's a new night. You know, why is this in the camera? Shouldn't be. All right, that was a question for me. AK Shane, what's happening? Grand Life AJ, what it do? New York City in the building. What's going on, New York? Same OG, what's up, man? Tap in. What it do, young fella? Nola Saint, what's happening, man? Zeus, Silverback, Guns Don't Argue. What's good, what's good, what's good? K Love, what's happening, man? Shout out to Kaba for my Vortex gear. He put me. I whooped him. Did y'all see the video? Did anybody see the video? Because Kaba going all around Chicago telling people that he beat me at the range. And, you know, I was trying to be a nice guy to him because he's my homie. But, I mean, I'm just saying, the video up there, go judge for yourself. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm not going to argue with him tonight. Matter of fact, he coming on the show tonight. Big Tap, what's up, man? Gunrilla Rick, what's to it? What's to it? Roro was there. Hey, Roro, if you want to, tell the people what happened. Matter of fact, tonight ain't the night for that. We'll talk about it another time. We'll save it for Friday. But we know what it is. Listen, man, I'm not finna fuss with you. Tell you that right now. 350 gang, what's going on? What's going on, man? I appreciate you all checking in. Appreciate you. I look at Cop. No. I want to argue some more. Say I didn't win. I need to argue a little bit. That's my boy. It's all good, man. But I appreciate everybody, man. Tonight, listen, this is something I've been wanting to do for a minute because I think it's important that we talk about this type of stuff. So, Jason, what up? The Ewings are in the building. Rick Ross, what up? Rock Bezzy, what's the word? Tactical Turkeys, what's happening? So I think it's important that we talk about this because I did a live. I don't remember how long ago, but it came up, as a part of that live that night, and man, it got intense. It was good because everybody had a million questions, and we was talking about which insurances were good, and and how important it is, and why it's important. But I want to take it a step further, especially tonight. So what I'm doing, shout out to my man Kaba for sure for helping me put this together because we actually got, a rep from USCCA coming on. I think we also have an attorney as well. So, it should get interesting. So at the end of the day, like if y'all got, not even at the end of the day, right now, if you got some great questions, that'd be great. Siege, good to see you. As a matter of fact, Siege was in that live that night because shortly after that, a week or so later, she sent me like an email with all these different insurance companies, carry insurance and stuff like that. And we just never did another live about it. Like I never got back around to it, but I was spending time trying to find reps from different companies to come on and tell us what they offer and what's, why it's important and answer our questions. So that's what we're on tonight. So I'm gonna see how these notifications run, and let people get in here, and we'll go from there. So if y'all got questions, start thinking of them now. Who out of the 40, 50 people that's in here right now, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me first foremost. I say couldn't get the attorney. Okay, it's all good. Well, out of the people that's in here, tell me who already has carry insurance. Just put a me, or yes or no. If you got carry insurance, that'll be better. Danica, what's happening? If you have some type of, protection or whatever. Roro said he good. He said he good to go. He ready, just like car insurance. Okay. Shelton said yes. No for Silverback. Okay. I'm just. All right. Tank said he good. EDQ still trying to decide. Me too. Okay, Mongo. Okay. So I see some yeses and some no's and some yeses. Getting mine to Mara. Okay. Who you going with, K-Love? Who you going with? Carbon Q. Hello, darling. That's old superstar right there. I like Carbon Q. She cool with me. It's my girl. Q, what you doing? What you up to tonight? See what Carbon Q got going on. Let me get I'm gonna send this link out real quick. Y'all give me 1 second to do this. Oh, there it is. Boom. Send it to him. All right, got that out the way. Whoever I might have missed while I was just doing that. Calvin Carbine, Skilly. Skilly, what's to it, man? Hot Tub Tizzle. What's going on, partner? Make sure you hit the like button on the way in, man. So I'm trying to adjust to this Monday night thing, right? I come home today like I usually do on a Monday, and I find myself doing the stuff that I normally do on a Monday. BP, what's up, man? Almost forgetting that I got to do the live tonight, so I have to adjust to this new schedule. And I think a lot of people gonna be with me on that, trying to adjust to my new schedule. Locked in. What up, nephew? AK Lover, what up, dog? So I'm trying to give people a little bit of time to come up in here, get themselves together, but it don't matter. We're going to get the party started one way or the other. Bring the big homie in here with me. Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, what up?
Hey, man, straighten your face up. You're on camera.
I was typing.
You look upset.
Nah, I was just typing. What happened, man? You sneezed and knocked yourself out.
Yeah, sneezing, not the camera. So that dude D, what up, dog?
What up, D?
So tonight, man, I think we can have a really good conversation, man. Especially if we get the questions in.
Mm-hmm.
Get everybody going. Philip McCain. Flip. Every time I say Philip, I say flip.
What up, Philip? Flip.
I like to say flip. Arthur Ant likes guns. What up, man? What's happening with you?
Danica, what up?
Now I'm gonna be like I'm in class today, y'all, because I be wanting to learn, and then I need y'all to help me. I want to ask a bunch of questions because, man, you don't get a lot of opportunities just to ask the people directly sometimes. And then you know what I don't like.
Up,
I ain't even lie. I don't know if I don't like it or it just irritate me a little bit. But sometimes I just want to hear about whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sell it to me. Just tell me what it is.
I hear that. Sometimes
the product sell itself.
Sometimes the when they try to sell it, they just automatically lose a sale.
Yeah.
What up,
6.5? What up?
Rick Ross is in the building.
I forgot to do that earlier. Boy, it make me want to go to Wingstop.
Lemon pepper.
So, man, you got some good questions for tonight, man?
Yeah, I've been thinking. I got a few that I want to ask. I was looking forward to the lawyer coming on because I wanted to ask some resource questions.
If you live in a 2A friendly state, sheriff court should be fair in your self-defense shooting. If you live in a blue state, you're gonna need that USCCA.
That's not.
That's an interesting statement.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
That's a biased statement.
Very biased. I'd like to expound. Is that a word?
Yes, that's a word.
Louis Neely, what's up, man?
Good job. That's a biased statement.
Crazy Mechanic, what up, dog?
What up, mechanic? Louis, Mister, I got it on me. What up? You got it on you now?
I got it on me. You know he got it on me. That's if he don't, I'm gonna be mad at him. He better have it on. Hey nephew, chill out. All right, I'm gonna need you to be nice tonight.
He getting started already.
Damn. He like, yes, sir. And
Yeah, you got it on him. I got it on me.
I'm giving everybody some time to get in here. Okay, I see it. It's starting to happen a little bit now. We're getting people starting to get the notification.
What up, Skilly?
Hey, how y'all? Let me ask y'all something. Carbon Q included. Because I've always, you see me, BP? Thank you, man, for being who you are. Roadblock, what's happening? Listen.
What up, Roadblock?
I've always wondered this, but never asked it publicly. So I say it to myself during the. I just noticed something. Hold on, y'all. Get myself together. Because the first person say something, we boxing. But look here.
Skilly Douglas.
Carita, first time. Well, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Carita, thank you for checking in with me. I appreciate you. I need you to do me a favor, though, since this is your first time coming in here.
Let me see what we got going
Hit that like button for me, please. You see, I say please. I'm very polite. That's one thing you learn about me. I'm very polite, except to my nephews. It's one of my nephews locked in. I got quite a few of them in here. I'm not very nice to him because he's not very nice to me.
I don't know that name, Mr. BSer.
I like it though.
Yeah,
I like it.
Name, but
listen, I'm gonna need you to live up to your name, man. If things start getting a little array, I need you to come with it, Mr. Bullshitter. We gotta say it, Bull. You gotta get his name together when we say it.
Bull.
Yeah, Bull. You gotta get it right, man.
What up, Jova? Yeah, we saw it.
Ramsey J, chill, brother. I'm putting on. I don't want to use the whole bottle. I just don't want to be too, too powdery. But this is something I've been wondering, man, for a while. You see how people comment in the chat, and they have 50. They speak to 57 people in one comment.
Mm-hmm.
And Skilly, not the. Let me see how I'm gonna say this. I gotta be nice to Skilly tonight. Skilly not. I'm just gonna say Skilly not a straight A student.
What up, Barfly family? Oh, damn.
So and he just did it. But I don't. How do y'all be doing that? Carbon Q. I've seen a few people do it. Like they spoke to because I can't type that fast.
I think they probably got some presets on some.
I need a preset. How do I get those? Because I
just
don't
gotta make it. You just gotta make it.
Huh?
You gotta make it. What up, Prepper 101? You just have to make them. I had to do the same thing. Wait, I type everything separate because I've never took the time to make them.
Okay. But how the hell you know who's going to be in the chat?
I mean...
He's getting the current names.
That's a good question.
See?
I don't know.
See?
Q might have something else going on.
She
might have something else going on.
Don't treat me like I'm slow, bro.
What up,
I don't
Erica?
see you typing it like that. Look, see what Carbon Q just did? That's all people that's in the chat right now. And then she don't want to tell nobody. Prepper 101, what's up, man?
I seen Erica, Mafia family coming in.
Erica in here?
Uh-huh.
Hi, Erica.
Erica, Mafia family. I see her.
Oh. It used to be a different Erica. Remember her? I hope this one nicer. Mindset Guns, what's up? So, but I just want to learn how to do that. So Carpet Q, I need a class on
What up, Rodney? What up, Marine?
on how to do that. All right. Hey Kaba, I sent you a link. And listen, guys, if this is your first time in here, don't think I'm rude. I said Skilly. First of all, you might not even know who Skilly is. But Skilly, when I say he's not a straight A student, that was not an insult. That's my cousin. And
He said he type out everything one at a time.
Now he lying. I wasn't when I said listen.
What up,
he
you
will lie to you real quick.
Danica.
Just know that he'll lie to you fast.
What up, XD40?
We love him. Damn, Skilly, you don't just be in here saying anything, man. E-Money 202, what's up? We talking about insuring yourself tonight. Okay, we creeping up on 100, man. That's what I like to see. I was getting a little nervous about this Monday night, but I'm glad everybody's starting to get the notification. So that's a good thing.
And the likes are way behind.
Oh, come on, y'all. Come on now.
That's right. Simplify, devil dog.
Could y'all hit the like button for me? So I want to bring in the gentleman from USCCA, and I'm going to bring Kaba GC on here as well. And we're going to talk about some good stuff tonight, man.
What up, James Wells?
I don't take it personal.
See, James Wells did it too. I know he ain't just.
James. Oh no! How y'all getting that good at this stuff?
Truth and integrity.
Hey, Skilly, I don't care if you did take it personal. Look at this.
Oh, he take it personal, huh?
No, he said I don't take it personal, but I just want to show him this jab, so he know not to take it personal. Can't wait to see Skilly, boy, when we get to Nashville.
What up, Rodney? My Queen's brother. What up?
SD Marine 89. What's going on, man?
Hey, is in the building.
Hey, look. So today, bro, I went to Walmart and I did a roadblock.
You did a roadblock?
3 medium t-shirts. So when I go live on Wednesday, you see how roadblock be on here like, man, what's going on, everybody? I just stopped in, man. Just wanted to holler at the family. You know, he be all puffed up. It's the t-shirts, bro. I bought 3 of them. I
got some small t-shirts.
They was $5.29 each.
Let me go put on a small t-shirt and see what happens. I ain't gonna do. I leave that to you.
Teaching me the game. I don't be typing fast enough, man.
Yeah,
I don't be typing fast enough.
I leave that to you in Roblox. Y'all can wear the small shirts.
Now, a Cammy, I don't wear a medium, neither does Roadblock, but he put them on for the chats. And it make your arms look bigger than they really are. I mean, my arms already look big, boy. I'm gonna look like the Incredible Hulk.
You see Billy DeBarge?
I hope I can breathe though.
Billy DeBarge says you got on that medium.
Oh, that's what Al B. I'm not sure said.
Yeah, you ain't sure.
I wish he wouldn't do that.
Think you showing off.
I wish he wouldn't do that.
What up, Norwood? Philly Slow, what up? Come on, sing it, Billy. Come in here and sing it. You want to get off on your own, girl? Come on, Billy.
Oh, man, Mongo, thank you, man. Mongo 1911. 762. I like that amount, too. Thank you. Appreciate that. Norwood, what's up, partner? What's going on with you? Hey, guys, can y'all do me a favor and get the likes up before we bring our guests on? I'd like for at least the likes to catch up with the number of people that's in here.
Yeah, we behind by like 24.
So you guys know who you are.
Come on, yo, hit that like button.
To Al Bill Sure.
Al Bill Sure.
Hey, see what Big Pressure said?
What?
As long as it come down over the belly, that tight shit in style. All right, I'm gonna make sure I pull the shirt all the way down. Plus, I'm trying to keep most of my belly right down here under the camera anyway, so it ain't gonna matter. As long as it go past the camera angle, I'm gonna be good.
What up, CDL?
Shout out to CDL.
Armel, what up?
Armel, what up, Sight Mark? Ain't nothing to it. You see how I spoke like I just doubled up on that? Mm-hmm. I said, "What's up, Armel?" And then I felt like he said something back. And then I say ain't nothing to it. because it's difficult to have real conversations with people, man.
True. He said his shirts are extra large. He just shrinks them. What up, Mr. Daniels? Shout out to the rollout.
Yeah, I don't know what he do, man, but he showed whatever it is, man. It's gonna eliminate me having to actually lift the weights. I'm just gonna get the look like I do it.
That's good enough. You don't care about the health benefits. Just want the look.
Like this, it just don't stand up. Hey, boy, this dude's crazy, man. And y'all hit the like button for me, please. Amazing people. That's funny. Let me turn my phone down.
Yeah, we're still behind y'all. Come on, we need 15. Come on.
Yeah, let's get it right, man. Siege.
Devil Road, what up?
Siege. Hit the like button. I know she didn't. I don't know why she do that. She be in here talking so much and forget to hit the like button. Shelton, what's up, man?
What up, Sheldon?
Shelton, we're gonna talk about insurance tonight, man. But that was an amazing question. Did I say what's up to Philly Slow and Devil Row?
I don't think you did. I did.
But you just did it. What's up, fellas? What's going on with y'all, man? Whoever I didn't speak to.
Big pressure.
Big pressure. I came in, had to get that choke off.
Hey, my black is beautiful. Man.
You're welcome. You're welcome to do that anytime. My black is beautiful. What's up? She came here talking crazy too. Please listen. Just because we got a USCCA, just because we got the people on here tonight, don't mean I won't kick people out of here. All right? Matter of fact, if the USCCA guy get out of hand, I'm gonna kick him out.
Yeah, equal opportunity.
It is.
Equal opportunity Buddhas around here.
He gotta be in here ready to. He gotta be loosened up, ready to have some fun, man. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Who was the 12? Matt? Okay, here we go again. Who the 12 people that just won't hit the like button?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you? Make yourself seen.
They just watching.
Just say something. Man up or woman up. If you're a woman, woman up. If you're a man, man up. And say it's you. Say it's you. Matter of fact, let me find something. I'll throw this dead cat at you. Tell me who you are that's sitting here watching and won't hit the damn like button.
What up, Kingdom?
And watch this dead cat come flying. I hit you in the ear with this thing. Kingdom Defense, what's up, man? What's going on with you? Mr. Bullshit said, I hit it before I spoke. I like the name, but he gonna make me cuss too much tonight. Like if he comment a lot and I got to address his comment, what we got to call him, Mr. BSer?
I say we just call him Mr. Bullshitter. I kind of like that.
I like it, but then it just,
Everybody say bullshit. Come on. Everybody say bullshit.
Philly Slow said he forgot. Mike. Okay, Mike, that's what I'm trying to say, Mike. Step up. Man up, say you ain't gonna hit. Mike, you just ain't gonna hit it or you just forgot? Which one is it? Just let me know, man. I just want everybody to keep it a buck tonight. He said if you don't know what the like is, it's the thumbs up. All right, look. I'm gonna check one more time. See how we looking. I ain't gonna argue with y'all about hitting it. I'm just asking, hoping that y'all would do it.
We still
That's
behind.
Copper down there, man.
We're still behind, but it ain't bad.
I've seen worse, man. But listen, guys, I'm gonna ask y'all one more time before I keep it moving. So hit the like button for me. Wait, we always have the TV going too. He said, so one is us. And Jason just clearing it up. We couldn't hit the like button on the TV.
Right.
But, All right, Jason, that's cool, man. Thank you, Philly Slow, for getting around to doing that for me. I appreciate it. I'm going to bring Kaba in here. Damn, he close to the camera. Kaba, back up, man.
What up, Kaba?
What's going on,
y'all? All right.
How you doing, man?
What's up?
You can hear us pretty good?
Yeah. Yep, I got you.
Okay, cool, my man.
Hey, RGG, you won, so stop saying that. Okay, you won, bro.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. It is, I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to upset you that day.
Nah.
So I left out with you, letting you feel like everything was good. And then when I got in the car, I was like, I got him. I was like
dude,
you know.
I didn't know I was coming to shoot in a low light setting. So
you got to talk to Stanmore about that. Shout out to Stanmore for letting us come out and use the range.
No doubt, Stanmore.
OG $2. What's up, brother?
What? They didn't have no lights on or something?
You saw the video.
I did, but it didn't seem all that dark.
I got a stickytism.
Me too, but it didn't seem dark.
Kaba eyes might be a little better than mine.
No, they're not.
He just got his eyes ain't bad. He just got a short in one of them. It just go out every now and then.
Yeah, I got a short.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I got a ground fault in one of my eyes.
Hey, how you doing though, man?
Hey, can't complain, bro. Just living.
So, who? Where's Matt? That's the guy we got coming on.
Yeah, he should be available. I don't know if you see him out there. You see him out there at all?
No, but you could, if you have his email, you could always email him that link that I emailed to you, or I could put the link in the chat and he could click on it. So that's
yeah, do that. That would probably be the easiest.
Okay, Matt, I'm gonna put this link out here in the chat for Matt from USCCA, guys. Skilly, your name is not Matt, buddy. All right.
You know he coming.
You have to tell Skilly because he'll just get in and be trying to answer the question.
What up, $2?
$2 in here, man. Hey, $2, bro. Boy has some grits with that $2 seasoning.
Zach, what size shirt do you wear, bro?
Oh, don't put him out there like that on live.
Oh, come on, man. I mean, it ain't like that.
We all guys.
Man, I'm a 6X.
I got on my collar. Shout out Collar for the Vortex shirt.
You
Shout out to
got
Collar for that Vortex side bag. He gave me a whole box of Vortex. I'm gonna start calling him Cabo Vortex. Okay, Matt is here, y'all. So we're gonna bring him in. And let me check the likes before I bring him in. I'll be stalling all the time, just like Donation Friday.
Hey, Zach, I will bring you a hat and some other stuff down there for you, then, since because the biggest shirt I have is a 3X.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. Thank you.
Okay,
I appreciate whatever.
You could wear the 3X if you cut the middle of the back all the way up to the neck of the shirt, and people won't be able to see that.
What's up, Hot Tub?
You gonna cut the back out of the damn shirt. Man, I appreciate whatever you give me, bro. Appreciate
it. Yeah, I got you. Believe me, I got you, man. I got you.
Oh, damn. All right, man. I'm going to bring Matt in, man. And we're going to talk. I hope y'all got y'all questions ready, man. He said I was just about to put $50, say Skilly joints. Matt, here we go. Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, how are you guys?
Yeah,
what's up, Matt?
Doing amazing, man. How's everything?
Oh, everything's good. Actually, I was going to tell you, big fan of the hat. Proud 20-game season ticket holder. Got my first tickets for Wednesday. So thank you for doing it today. So I could be at the Sox game on Wednesday.
Man, I should have worn my Cubs hat. I'm just messing with you, Matt. Uh-oh, Matt.
That tripod messing with him.
Matt got that internet going. He got this.
Yeah.
Matt's way out there.
Sorry, I don't like breaking up here. I'm going to blame my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying my Wi-Fi. I'm right there on the edge of the sticks in the suburbs, so bear with me here.
Okay. It might work hardwired. Matt got a hell of a microphone, though, where your microphone sound real good.
It does sound real good.
Ghetto, what's up, man? Don't nobody get alarmed. There's a guy in the chat named Ghetto, but he's actually a good guy.
Yeah, he's a real good guy.
So, hey, Matt, listen. You can hear me pretty good, right? Uh-oh. We got a delay?
Yeah, I think we got a delay. Matt, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Man, it took Matt about an hour to say yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hold on, Matt. BP said just wear 2 3Xs.
I saw that. You said science. You said that's science.
All right, man. Let me get over that. So we got to get Matt fixed with the. Do you have a way to hardwire your internet? Is that possible?
No, unfortunately, what I can do is try to get my iPad for work. I'm on my work Chromebook, which is whatever reason Wi-Fi is being a little spotty.
Okay.
You're pretty good now, though.
Yeah, you're okay right now for the moment.
Well, I can always just move to the window and hope it's better.
I mean, yeah, whatever. Okay, because we're gonna be doing a lot of talking, so you going out.
I like to talk.
Okay, that sounds good, man. So, first of all, for people that may not know, tell us a little bit about you and USCCA.
Yeah, absolutely. So, obviously, my name is Matt. Officially, I am employed with Delta Defense, who is the service provider for the USCCA. I'm an account executive here in the greater Chicagoland area. I actually work with Sean, but then also with Gun Camp, specifically Creative and Twist Us. So I've been doing this role now for about 2.5 years. USCCA, though, is what you guys really care about, not me. The USCCA is a membership organization nationwide. We are hovering, or the USCCA, I should say, is hovering at that 650,000 member mark across the nation, with the idea that it's, obviously mental, physical, and then that last piece being the legal preparation for anybody who wants to defend themselves and their family. So the foundation cornerstone is the idea that it starts with the proper education and training. And then if, unfortunately, God forbid, then there's the insurance for that member after the fact. So it starts with being mentally and physically prepared through that training, both online, in person, and various other avenues.
Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, I think we kind of we want to get on to the he said tell him to say twist again. So we want to get on the insurance aspect of it, and how and why carry insurance is important. By the way, Gun Camp is sponsoring this live tonight. I can't point to it, but it's up there in the corner. You guys see their logo up there. So
right there.
Shout out to Twister and Gun Camp, Eddie Tactical, and my homies over there. Matt, when you wake up, I'm just messing with Matt. Matt got that Wi-Fi thing going.
What up, old meat?
Here we're going to have to. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell Matt to go over to Cobb crib because
that's an hour drive.
This is an hour drive.
So we're going to see what happens if we can get Matt back on, because I think he just froze on this one.
Yeah,
he did.
So I see a few people out here saying that they have USCCA as their service provider. Now, USCCA is also where you get certified for the training, correct, Kaba?
Yeah, you can get certified for various amounts of training through USCCA. Like me, for my instructor, I'm an instructor through USCCA. I'm an RSO through USCCA. I have the women, the handgun and self-defense fundamentals training through USCCA. It's a lot of different ones, and they're adding more. I think they're getting ready to add like a rifle course too, like an AR course, I think.
Okay.
So the main thing I like about USCCA is their instructor support. You can call them up on the phone, talk to them, ask questions. They'll give you like some pointers on what to do, how to bring in more students, things like that. And everything, being an instructor with USCCA is not necessarily always about making money, because they have many courses to where you can teach, as well, that are just like little supplements of the main concealed carry course.
Yeah, question, because I know you said about your support. Are they set up similar to like the NRA has counselors? Like if I have a question, I can call my counselor if I can get them on the phone. Is it sort of the same sort of thing?
Yeah. Now, with the counselor, Creative with Gun Camp, he was the one that trained me. So I'm affiliated with Gun Camp a little bit too, based on that. But they also too have a support, number that you can call that's outside of your instructors too.
Okay. I like that.
yeah, and that's and I'm not sure the hours, but yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
You know, yeah,
Well,
my main.
I'm going to ask that when he gets back in here. I'm going to post a link back out there just in case Matt is looking for it or he's trying to get his internet together.
what up, Big Zo?
Because that was kind of the question that we had in our last live when we talked about this was USCCA versus, you know, not just USCCA, but all of the people that offer some level of insurance, you know, which one would be better? And does it depend on the individual or what you need?
Well, yeah, and I guess it's personal choice too. You know, for me, I looked at Law Shield. I looked at a few other ones. What USCCA had to offer, you know, for me personally was better for, you know, my situation. So I don't know what everybody else's situation is, or, you know, where they feel they want to go or how they want to, you know, do it. But USCCA was the perfect fit for me.
So when in your particular situation, by you being a trainer and then having the insurance and kind of having all those things under one umbrella, does that play a role for you per se?
Yeah, it does. You know, I mean, just because it's like all on roof, you know.
I was about to post that question. That's a good question.
You muted, bro.
Yeah.
You got to unmute yourself. You might have to go out and come back in or try to find the unmute button. So now Kaba muted, but Matt came back.
Right. Ghetto funny. What up, Matt?
Hey, I'm so sorry, everybody. As I said, my Wi-Fi on the Chromebook. I know I should have just moved a little bit further east where there's Comcast, but I'm right.
Okay. It's okay.
So I'm just
we're gonna work through it, man.
Yep.
I switched over my iPad, so this is now running off of data. So should be okay now. Okay,
good, man. Good. So right now we got Kaba muted, so we won't be able to hear nothing he say. We gotta have to read his lips. But so all right, I saw that. That was cool. Did you be right back?
Yeah, Kaba. If you can hear it, go out and come back in.
Just go out and come back in. That's all.
That'll fix it.
I'm gonna kick you out, Kaba. All right.
Hey, where Matt go?
Kaba, where Matt go? Okay. USCCA playing tricks on me. What the hell's going on, man?
Matt, you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm here. I was trying to find a comment so I could kind of double. It's not doing a screen thing. Apparently, I cannot leave this to also be able to follow the comments with questions.
No. So if you look up on StreamYard, can you hear me, Matt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you might be a little bit delayed, but if you look up on your right-hand side, you should see a box that says comments.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, because I got to move to. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay.
And now you'll be able to see the comments. But
we good now?
Yeah,
there's a very good question. I can hear you, Kaba. There's a very good question on the screen right here. Does USCCA continue coverage in a criminal case if you take a plea? Are you on your own for civil?
So, yeah. So, you know, obviously, we all have heard the statistic of the plea. Not, you know, where so many people do take that plea because in their mind there's, hey, you can take this felony charge without any sort of jail time if you just, you know, you plea and instead go into that criminal case. And the biggest reason for it, first and foremost, is that this individual does not find themselves having that self-defense insurance, whether it be USCCA, Law Shield, CCW, SAFE, or whatnot. So regardless of who you have, first and foremost, you know, you want to check to make sure, because the biggest thing is never plea when you know you did nothing wrong. I know Sean has talked about Dave McDermott, the attorney specifically, who is a USCCA attorney network. He has point blank said you should never take a plea because you're number one admitting guilt when you should never admit guilt.
But number two, any attorney worth his salt, his or her salt, is going to be able to defeat that case if they're now offering you plea. So as a policy is written for the member, no, they would not. But the whole reason goes back to the fact is if you plead, you as an individual are saying, yes, I am guilty. No one in their right, no one who thinks that they are innocent should have to take a plea because they should not have to admit that guilt.
So you should just take a shot and go to trial?
Personally, no, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. This is obviously first and foremost. But if I'm acting in self-defense, I'm going to know and I'm going to rest on the laurels of having a good attorney and also having those ability to have that private investigator, ballistic expert with those unlimited expenses. That will prove my innocence. Okay. I am personally going to go to trial.
Okay. And are you on your own for civil? That will surely
If
follow.
you were to take a plea at this point, obviously you would be guilty and you would be on your own for that civil. That is correct.
Okay. Are you on your own for civil if you don't take a plea? Because civil could still come into play.
Correct. Yeah. So obviously at that point, let's say you do not take the plea, you go to the criminal case, you are found to be not guilty. Now, of course, and that civil does open back up, of course, you have that civil coverage.
What if I take it to trial and I find out that I am guilty and they still come after me to sue me? What happens then?
So there's a couple different things that can happen. First and foremost, as of May 15th of 2021, appeals can be covered with the USCCA. Obviously, having to look at all the facts and everything from that. So there's leaving that first and foremost. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, could there be cases where individuals were just guilty from the onslaught? Yes, that is just unfortunately no way around it. It is federally illegal to insure crime. So if you are guilty, then of course you would have to be on your own at that point because you did commit a crime. It would now be against the law for any sort of insurance to cover said individual. This is where I did say towards the beginning, the most important thing that the USCCA can do, the most important thing is to do that education and training so that individuals do the right things from the onslaught. Number one, what good is insurance if you're not there, if you do not win that fight? But number two, if you did not do it right, you would be on your own regardless of if you had anybody or didn't have anybody. So it starts and ends with that education and training, knowing that if God forbid it has to happen, the insurance is there.
Gotcha.
Okay. So another question up there is, are legal expenses unlimited or $2 million?
So the defense as of November, and I know a lot of people here are USCCA members already, so I hope you all have already are aware of this information, what happened on November 1st of 2021 as well. There used to be a defense expense limit of $250,000 with a $50,000 supplement for bail. On November 1st of last year, the defense expenses went unlimited. And then the bail went from $50,000 to $100,000. The annual liability is $2 million with that policy period starting November 1st.
Annual liability period.
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
So let's say, for instance, again, someone breaks my house tonight. I act in self-defense, and 3 months down the road, maybe somebody says, hey, you ended my means of child support. I'm going to sue you now for the $70,000 that this individual owed me in child support. If they were to take me to that civil case, that $70,000, if I were to lose, would be from that $2 million annual liability in the civil case.
So, okay, there's a question up on the screen. Will USCCA remain your lawyer at the verdict? If the verdict becomes back guilty, will they go to court with you again, or do you have to pay 90% of the Lord?
Probably the lawyer.
Lawyer, he's back.
So I think I'm going to, so obviously, so now the USCCA is not your attorney. The USCCA does not have attorneys that are on retainer for them for their members. You as the member get full and complete discretion to choose the attorney you choose. whether that attorney come from the attorney network of individuals that the critical response team has vetted, or let's say your neighbor is a criminal defense attorney who would choose to use them. So first and foremost, it is important to know that the USCCA is not representing you in court. That is obviously you and that attorney. USCCA is there to help you find that attorney if you need it, but is not forcing an attorney upon you. So that's important, part number one. Now, when we talk about, if it goes back to, again, being not guilty, we go back to previously about that with the appeals potentially being covered, and obviously from there, seeing what would happen. Per the policy, it is written, because again, this goes back to federally against the law to ensure crime. It has to be written in the policy that the USCCA may have to recoup charges if it were to be a guilty verdict. Now, I say may because nothing, of course, is set in stone. So I cannot tell you what kind of precedence is going to be determined moving forward here from that.
That's pretty deep. So I have a question that came up earlier, and it was actually one of my questions as well. Why USCCA versus, I don't know, any other insurance company that offers carrier insurance?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I believe me, I get this question all the time. I go back to me why I personally chose USCCA for myself long ago. First of all, again, no other organization is that training and educational organization. So when I got years ago, when I took my concealed carry class, I realized I spent before that 5 years in the Army as an infantryman. Very different mental state and preparation state than being a civilian who carries a conceal. So I knew I needed to completely reframe and retool and re-educate my mind. And no other organization had what the USCCA did in terms of helping me tool that. So again, we go back to the fact that this is the education and training first. No one else, in fact, does that. Now, when we talk about in terms of the insurance, obviously for a lot of individuals, it's because it's unlimited defense expenses while also having that high bond limit, and then also covering those civil suit should it happen. I did see a comment earlier where someone was saying, I have seen that there are some companies who drop individuals if they had to use it. I do not know about any other organization. I do not believe they probably would do so. So I'm not going to up here say anybody else would do this. USCCA would not. No, absolutely not. I've never heard of that for any of the other organizations as well. What I can tell you then, going back to the USCCA, being the additional insured on the policy that's been written to the USCCA means that you, the member, are not the policy holder. Thus, meaning if you do act, no deductible, no increased premium, and no being dropped as liability because you had to have it happen to you multiple times. So there was that knowledge and understanding that pricing is pretty locked in on top of it for me. So for me, it was going back to that all comprehensive portion while also offering that education and training and allowing me the choice for the attorney. I get full and complete discretion and control. To me, that's the most important thing that I want. I do not want someone choosing an attorney for me. I want to have that control to choose my attorney.
Now, I want to backtrack for a second because you made a statement. So you said that there's a possibility that if I was found guilty, that my family may have to repay the money that was put out to put out for my defense.
That is an insurance standard, again, going back to federal regulations.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you have any sort of insurance, it's like insurance fraud. Mm-hmm. There's nothing, again, the USCCA, there's nothing that's an insurance regulation. But again, so while that is there, that is how the policy is written. And again, that is the best thing you can do from there is, of course, acting.
That's a big loophole, because if I'm found guilty, doesn't necessarily mean that I am guilty.
Correct.
And I end up having to, and my family would end up having to pay. Let's say it costs $200,000, they would have to pay that money back, basically.
Correct. And again, I say correct is like that's what you're saying. So now again, this goes back to that appeal first and foremost. Mm-hmm. But again, at the end of the day, that is, I guess I keep harping on the importance of that education and training, being prepared to do things the right way. because if you don't have all those things and to be prepared, obviously then it's all for naught. And so it starts and finishes with educating and training yourself to make sure that terrible what if scenario that could happen doesn't happen to you.
And those policies that are written by with USCCA, are those just like boilerplate, like that's just that, or can I say, hey, listen, I read through this policy and I see that there's something here that states this? Is there a way to like have that modified, or is it just boilerplate and that's just that?
So of course, as the policy has been updated through time for varying reasons. So what's written in stone doesn't necessarily mean it's written in stone forever. So I want to volunteer that. I am licensed to in property and casualty insurance in the 50 states, but I'm not by any means the one who sits at the table to write the policy.
Okay.
So I want to kind of volunteer on the forefront. So again, with that ever ebb and flow of change, perfect example going back to is November. Coverages were changed in November. So it does get updated. And when it does get updated, members are informed of those updates and those changes as well.
Okay. Interesting. So what I want to do, I'm going to ask the chat a question here, because I've seen a couple other names come up. Is there anybody out here who has a different insurance aside from USCCA that may offer something, I guess not offer something different, but may not have some of those clauses or whatever, that you would be willing to say what your insurance offers? Because my goal tonight is to help people, because I feel like we all should have some level of protection in terms of being people that conceal carry. And I think Kaba made a great point earlier. You got to do kind of what works for you. You see what I'm saying? Like the one that works for you best.
Mm-hmm.
One you have.
Yeah, and everybody is not going to agree with how how Delta Defense, how their policy is set up, and nobody is going to agree with Law Shield. So you pick the one that's best for you. Matt, is not on here to sell insurance to anybody. He's just giving everybody, a rundown of what they offer.
So let me jump in front of Matt real quick before the train hit him.
Okay.
Matt's doing us a favor by coming by, talking to me, giving me the information. Yeah. And I appreciate you for that. So, and again, he just made it perfectly clear that he does not write the policy. So he's just telling us what it is. So I appreciate that. But I just want to educate the people, on what the options are. A lot of people have USCCA. Sometimes it's great to hear from the people that have it and why, and ask them why they chose USCCA. Because right now, in all honesty, I don't have a carrier insurance. I'm just being honest.
Sure.
I'm looking myself, as is true for quite a few other people out here. So Second Call Defense does not have the payback line. Not sure about CCW Safe. So those are two other companies, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? And I think something that you can look at too is that the likelihood of any of us getting into that kind of situation is highly unlikely, and it becomes even more unlikely, once you train yourself in situational awareness, all those things. And that's why I like, USCCA, because of the different trainings that they offer. They have different membership tiers that give you level 2, and I don't know how many levels of training that you get with those. So that's one thing that can help kind of like like mitigate that a little bit, is that training, like Matt said, could help get you out of situations that maybe somebody else that didn't have that training wouldn't know how to get out of.
I agree. I'm just watching the chat. That's funny.
And see, some of these questions on here are like for attorneys, So Dave couldn't come on tonight, but I'm going to try to get him again. And he's a great attorney for USCCA. So I'm going to try to get him again.
Okay. See, because she did send me a spreadsheet that I should have had because it just had she did her due diligence for real where it would outline different things that certain companies had and certain other ones didn't. I'm just reading some of the comments. If anybody, you know what I'm going to do? Because it's going to be a lot of comments. This happens all the time. And I can't keep up. I'm going to post a link out here for anybody that has questions or statements. Matt's here to help us and just answer these questions. Primarily for those of us who are not up to speed on the different carrier insurances. Because this is something that you just said a couple minutes ago that I just heard this a couple weeks ago, maybe, where you say the insurance, the individual's not covered by the insurance. The individual's not insured. USCCA is insured.
Yeah, so the policy is written by USCCA out of Michigan to the USCCA. And the member themselves is the automatic or is the additional insured to as policy as a member.
Got it.
So yeah, this is not and obviously there, you know, with that being the fact that going back to it's not that policy in your name. Couple of things, of course, going back to the fact of you're not the one responsible for deductibles and increased premiums or other stuff. But also that of course does mean we cancel our car insurance earlier, we get prorated what we did not use or anything like that. With that being that non-contract, you can join or cancel without ever any penalties, fees associated at any frequency as you would choose to do so. So correct. Yeah. The USCCA is the named insured to the policy. You, the member, are the additional insured.
Okay.
Okay. Brian, I was sitting up here seeing Brian and I'm seeing his name as he's going down. Shout out to Brian, man. That's the fellow that trained me. He's the one that got me, my certification there, man. So shout out to him. He said the problem I have with USCCA is the continued marketing.
I will throw that out that as a marketing firm, Tim Schmidt does not sit behind his desk and send out emails to people every day. So I did use another email of mine because I never realized how bad it was. So I do know exactly what you're talking about, Brian. It is, an online marketing firm, and I do apologize. But yeah.
Okay, I didn't know what that meant. I'm like, the marketing.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Ken said I'm a platinum USCCA member. Now, what is a platinum?
So there are, as Sean mentioned a couple minutes ago, there's 3 different levels of membership within the USCCA. I'm going to side note when I mentioned earlier about the different membership cover, the insurance coverages, all 3 levels carry the same benefit. So the difference between levels is the amount of online education available to you, the individual, that you would choose to do so. Gold is that cheapest at $29 a month, where an individual very insured a handgun, taking apart a handgun, putting it back together, your grip, stance, firearm safety with children. Platinum builds on that, has about 10 times more lessons available. That is $39 a month. If you can kind of see how that tier is going to be working for the last one, where that's more of concealed carry training, defensive shooting, emergency first aid, situations like that. The final level is elite, which is the most comprehensive, which does like emergency preparedness or countering the mass shooter. And that's, of course, that's $49 a month. So individuals as USCCA members choose what level they choose to want to be at based on the training they may or may not want to complete. Of course, it is strictly voluntary. So obviously people can move up or down on levels at any time either. So maybe they start with 1, soak up all that training and move down. Of course, it's possible. So, there's an ebb and flow of people who want to, change their membership levels at any time based on the training that they may want to be able to have available at their disposal.
Eddie Tactical, what's up, Snob?
He asked if they're a snob level.
Probably not. They don't have enough insurance to cover you, champ. But I do have a young lady that I want to bring in. She's get ready, man. She's very thorough. All right, I'm gonna bring her in. Hi, Siege.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. So Siege, this is Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Matt, this is Siege.
Hi, Siege. How are you?
Understand
Hi,
that he's
Kaba.
kind of like
Kaba,
my.
What's up?
Kaba, you didn't win.
I know I didn't.
You
So I'm not claiming I did.
And I wear a medium-sized T-shirt. Okay.
Can we mute her?
I'm gonna behave.
She said she wear a medium, Kava. I need you to get
Okay.
Caesar medium, all right?
He's never given me anything. I was like, I don't know who that other guy is. You won.
Yeah, she said, I don't know who he is. You won. So yeah, but don't worry about it. I got you. Size medium. I got you.
So Matt, first let me preface my questions with, I am an insurance adjuster. So that's where my questions come from. And I've read the policy, so I understand the policy. So for all of us, could you just go over a little bit the difference between the named insured, because the policyholder, the individual, me, I'm not the named insured. I'm an additional insured. So the rights of the additional insured on the policy are not the same as the named insured. So could you just talk a little bit about that? Like just give us a couple pointers on what that really means. If you have, other than the education courses and training that are offered, that looks like let me back up. Is the education and training and courses, is that the major part of what USCCA offers to their membership?
So it's kind of a 3-tiered belief: mental, physical, and preparation. So yeah, the 3 tiers again. It's mental being the reading, getting an understanding of knowledge. Physical is that practice. Legal preparation becomes that insured. Which yes, so. The USCIC has written a policy to the USCCA, and as that member, you become that additional insured. There is that member services agreement as well that does lay out everything from there. Then you as a member, when you get that membership card, and it gives you the information who to contact if in the event that you do act in self-defense. So it's a 3-tier, it's a 3-pronged approach, and insurance is just one facet of that approach.
Right. So USCCA is not an insurance company. It is not. Okay. All right. Let me ask you about the membership card, because many membership cards, and this is for people that may not know, on the back, it will have a statement for you to read if you are ever involved in a self-defense situation. Is that on the USCCA membership card also?
Yes. So the membership card on the back, here's what to say when you call the police. Here's that phone number of the critical response team. And here's what to say when the police arrive on the scene. The very 10,000-foot overview of kind of that reminder to say, I will answer any questions until then. I invoke my right to remain silent. Obviously, everybody has their own choice of how they're going to want to say things if and when that event happens. But that information is the same on every membership card on the back. Here's what to say when you call the police. Critical response number when the police arrive.
Okay. Does it say or indicate on the membership card that if you are involved in a self-defense situation that you should ask to be taken to a hospital? Is that on the card at all, or is that part of your education program?
No, man, and that's one of those things, not to dictate what everyone's going to, because everybody's going to be in different situations. It's not, and there are a lot of instructors in this country who say, tell them I need 2 ambulances, one for me and one for the assailants. Other instructors say that don't do that. So it doesn't tell you what to immediately do after, because again, it ultimately boils down to you and you make the decision for. But everybody has got a different game plan for what they may or may not want to do after this happens to them.
Okay. Let me, I have a little list, so bear with me. If you could just touch on, because most of us, or most of the people here, are aware of USCCA. They're aware of the training, the 3-prong program that you offer. I know I'm certainly aware of it. I have looked at about 5 in CCW or in companies pretty in depth to see how much they cover, what's not covered. I know every situation can be different. So I think people have already touched on some of the clauses that cause them concern. But what I want to ask you is to focus a little bit on the CCW portion of it as an additional insured on the policy. What types of things are covered besides criminal and civil in a self-defense situation? What else is covered? Are things like red flag laws? Can you speak to red flags, lost wages during trial, reimbursement of a firearm that's seized during the criminal defense process if it's destroyed or not returned. I guess that just depends on where you are. If you could just kind of touch on maybe those topics a little bit for us.
Yes, absolutely. So red flag laws does not fall under obviously the self-defense portion. I'm going to say that because there's a quick segue. There's a quick side note when we come to red flag laws or anything like this. There is a USCCA general defense fund that's available for members. Is let's say red flag law happens, you inform the USCCA because it's not self-defense and inherently a very different kind of case. You inform the USCCA of what has occurred to you, and that opens the door for the red flag laws, and then it goes through there with the attorney or other things in the works. That also maybe goes to, you have a traffic stop where a police officer may ask if you have a receipt to prove that your firearm's not stolen, or anything that may be firearm related that doesn't fall under that self-defense, we'll call it umbrella. So there's that side right there for there. When we talk about the policy within the self-defense incident, industry standards, $750 a day of missed wages,
Okay.
100% comp. So I always use quick math in my head. Let's say $30 an hour, you work an 8-hour day, that's $240, 100% reimbursement for missed wages to then be in court.
Okay.
Talk about firearm reimbursement. Yeah, you use that firearm in self-defense. Chances are you're never going to get it back, even after you've been found guilty. Obviously, I'm going to, on the forefront, for any of you also who live in Illinois, know that if we have our FOID cards or our CCL rights stripped from us, there is nothing that can be done, unfortunately, until we are thus proven not guilty. So it's not like USCCA can't do anything about getting that FOID card and that CCL back. That it comes up, if anything, it boils down to you and your attorney to be able to argue that in an earlier or earlier within the trial itself. But we go back to now the firearm reimbursement. Found not guilty, firearm's not going to happen. Market value check for the firearm that was used. So let's say SIG 365, $500 market value price. You will get a check for that $500 to be able to reimburse that firearm that was used and therefore no longer around.
Okay. What about counseling?
So I do not want to speak out of turn. This one I will have to check on for you, and I do apologize. And part of the big reason is everybody, and this is also where everybody's, for instance, health insurance is different versus what they may be covered, what doesn't. So, as we all know, and you, as I'm sure you know, especially being an adjuster, so much whenever you talk insurance, it's this guy, they figure out those who's covering what's covering who, and what it falls under. So I don't want to speak out of turn, guarantee something, and then have it be wrong. So I do not want to speak out of turn on this one. So I will have to check counseling.
One more little caveat. What about crime scene cleanup fees?
So there is a $6,000 incidental expenses as part that is covered.
Okay.
So that falls under that $6,000.
$6,000.
And that's one of those where.
That's all.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut in. My bad.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, because that just is a weird one. There might be that one home insurance carrier in this country who will say, yes, we're covering that one in the house. So that's where it's one of those weird things where, again, insurances sometimes can work in tandem.
I think that's all. I think I've.
See, I don't think nobody got any more questions after that.
Mm-mm.
Well, I sent you about 6 months ago, I guess, the end of last year or November, maybe. I went through 5 or 6 companies that offered some level of concealed carry insurance to see which one fit me best. And as you said, Kaba, it does depend a lot on who you are, where you live. Different states have different outlines that will allow you to have a policy. So Matt, are there any states where USCCA does not offer a policy at all?
Unfortunately,
and if so, what are those states?
Unfortunately, the insurance commissioners in the states of New Jersey, New York, and Washington will not allow their residents to have USCCA membership.
Okay.
Now, with that said, for any of you who do not live in any of those 3 states, let's say you find yourself in that state acting in self-defense because you are a resident of, let's say, Illinois, does not exclude you because you are not a resident of New York. So you would still be, for instance, covered as it were in New York, even though it happened in New York.
I think I can't think of anything else.
Thank you, Siege.
Siege, you are awesome. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
See you, Siege.
Thanks for my shirt in advance, Cobb. I appreciate you.
It's gonna be dirty though. I mean,
Oh man, that's
I
not
got you.
nice.
Though. I got you.
Be nice.
Oh yeah, I got you. No, I got you. I'll take care of you.
Thank you,
Matt.
Matt. I appreciate it. Thanks for answering my questions.
It's my pleasure. Hopefully I was able to answer. Hopefully I didn't leave any loophole. I didn't feel left anything out for you. So
What about, well, this is just like a general question because somebody did ask earlier. What is, just give us one good reason that why should we get USCCA over other policies? And if you could be a little specific, maybe tell us a couple details that will help us make that decision in favor of USCCA.
I can certainly answer that. I want to preface, I hope this does not sound like Matt is trying to be the sales guy. So I want to preface this again, and I know many of you heard this earlier, why I chose USCCA a long time ago for myself. And so I do still harp on that, why I still think USCCA is ultimately the best choice for individuals, being the fact that, again, we can all speak insurance till we're blue in the face, but at the end of the day, if you're not holistically prepared to win the fight first and foremost, the insurance did nothing for you at all. So, it starts and ends, completely starts and ends with knowing that you're prepared to win that fight. Now, I'm not going to say that everybody in this country is going to, and I'm sure everybody will have something they can learn from that education training. But of course, there are so many new people who are new to this world. They need that education training more than others. So obviously, this is where, Sean mentioned earlier, we are all at different places. We are going to make different decisions. Free market capitalism is the most beautiful thing this country can have because it dictates to make sure that the best product is the best and stays the best. Without having competition first and foremost, then you can monopolize and really do what you want. Nobody gets the benefit. So I will say that first and foremost. We talk about some of the things then that why maybe someone should choose USCCA versus somebody else. It really goes back to, and there are organizations that do have a lot of that all comprehensive thing. Obviously, go back, refer to your policy, look at what you have. Some people, there is many ignorance to a lot of people think what they may have covered, not covered, whether they have USCCA, Law Shield, CCW Safe, whatnot. You've got to educate yourselves on what you have, regardless. You've got to. But for me, as far as, well, every organization does have exclusions, of course, naturally. USCCA to me had the fewest amount of exclusions, and it's the policy that made sense. There is just the idea of knowing where, no matter where I am in this country, if I have to act in self-defense, the USCCA is going to be there for me. I can be in Washington or Florida, New York or California. I may not be able to carry in those states, but I still have not lost that right to defend myself. So whether or not I use my firearm or if I use something else to defend myself, or no matter where I am in this country, that is there for me all the same. Not every organization offers that. So that to me is personally, it's the fact of how broad, how wide spectrum it is, allowing all those instances.
Okay, great.
I think
answer.
I am so.
No, I just want
Matt,
people
don't feel
to, I'm
bad.
trying
She do
to
this
ask
to us
what
all
I
the time.
think other people want to know so that they can get their questions answered, because we have you at our disposal. Now is the time to, hit you with 1,000 questions. We've got your attention for now. I'm just trying to see in the chat.
I do see Liberty. Your last question, though, if my gun is stolen in my car and using a crime. So, number one, you've got to make sure your report is stolen, which I'm sure you would. We would all report this firearm is stolen. Obviously, reporting it stolen and then used in a crime, we've all seen those instances where those firearm owners are sued in a civil court. Yes, if you are a USCCA member, your firearm is stolen from your car, you have properly reported it stolen, it is then used in a crime, and you are sued because of that, USCCA would still be would be still there for you in that civil court. whether, so whether the outcome is you don't actually end up having those damages or you do, USCCA is there regardless. But you have to report it stolen. Gotta throw that out there.
One other thing you did mention, Matt, about the criminal defense attorneys, you said USCCA gives you the option to select your own criminal defense attorney, but you also have a vetted network of criminal defense attorneys for every state you write a policy in, I assume.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
that right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So when you're a member, you also do get the access to the network. So you can look at that network and research. This is the one beautiful thing about the internet. You can look at case histories for attorneys. You can look at kind of maybe get an idea of what the retainers are going to be, whatnot. So you can choose an attorney beforehand who may be in the network or may not. Or if, it happens, like I always jokingly say, like I spend 99% of my time here in Illinois. I have taken control for Illinois. I have chosen an attorney for me specifically here in Illinois. But if I find myself in North Carolina on vacation and I'm going to be there for 6 days, I am not going to spend weeks researching the attorneys in North Carolina for those 6 days. So obviously, when you're a member, take advantage of looking at the network. Or again, if you just know somebody who's not even in the network, but you trust them, you want to use them, also let the USCCA know that's who you want to have contacted if it happens.
And you don't pay a retainer, do you? Isn't that paid up front? There's no out-of-pocket expense to you as a member if you're charged?
Yes, ma'am. Unlimited defense expenses. So obviously from that, the insurer, USCIC, writes the check directly to the attorney. So obviously the name Dave McDermott's been mentioned numerous times. Let's say Dave McDermott was your attorney. USCIC writes a check directly to McDermott Law Group. You will never touch that check.
Okay. I think that's all.
You sure?
Kaba, I'll DM you my address, bro.
Okay, no problem. Oh yeah. Hey, are you going to be in Nashville?
Yes, sir, I am.
I'll bring it then.
I'll see you there.
Okay.
It's coming up fast, guys.
I know, it's like here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. Thanks for answering all my
pleasure.
questions.
Thank you, Steve.
That's it. I don't think I have any more questions. Zach, how did I do?
You did fine. Beautiful.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you, sis. Appreciate you.
All right, I'm going to get out and let somebody else come in, and I'm going to get back in the chat. But thank you so much.
Bye, Siege.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
I had a question, Matt.
Wait,
Yes,
Matt,
sir.
don't feel bad, bro. She do that to us. We could be talking about barbecue sauce, and she asks questions like that. So.
Hey, we got to go let Matt wipe that sweat off his brow.
I thought having a 1-month-old was hard.
No.
Yeah, hey, we got to give Matt a congratulations. He just had a baby.
Congratulations,
man.
Matt.
Congratulations, man.
My wife did.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah,
Well, his wife did.
Damn, congratulations. You're bad.
Thank you. I married up. She's the best thing in the world. My little daughter is the best thing in the world. Whole new world.
Hey, that's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
Where's my fly family?
That's what I'm looking for because it's his question. I told him to come in and ask him himself because I got a question. He needs to
Where
come
is
back.
he at, man?
I have seen some random questions flowing through. If it's okay if I just answer a couple of them as people are coming through. Because I know I mentioned constitutional carry, if they could still have it be a member. Yeah, absolutely. I said, unless you fall in one at Washington, New York, or New Jersey, anybody in this country who's over the age of 18 can be a member. Obviously, your needs may be different in Texas they are from Illinois versus Oregon. So obviously, definitely look all that up. Thank you all for also the congratulations. So hopefully I don't, I don't know where I'm going with this one. Sorry. What was the other question I saw someone ask? Sorry, I thought there was another one. My bad. Now I'm rambling.
So good.
Relax, man.
Yeah, you good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 5 on the Fly, where we ask our guests 5 random questions with no right answer. So sit back and let's have some fun.
Hey, Matt.
Okay.
I
Yes.
got somebody I want you to meet.
All righty.
Mr. Matt, how are you, young fella?
I'm good. How are you? I didn't think
What's up, my fly?
What's up, Kaba? I'm not sweating as much as you are. Everything is good my way. But you're taking them blows. Amazing. Doing great.
Pause.
So it gets a little tougher. Are you ready?
5 on the fly, Matt.
Okay. Hopefully I don't.
5 questions.
Pardon my
5 questions are going to come at you quickly. There's no right answer, no wrong answer, but just give me your quickest answer. And are you ready to start?
I hope so. Let's do it.
Come on. All right. John Wick or Tropic Thunder?
Tropic Thunder.
Good. My man.
Afghanistan 2008. My throwback movie.
That's all right. At Thanksgiving dinner, does the turkey get stuffing or does it get dressing?
Ooh, shit.
Stuffing.
God.
Matt, you're dead to me.
I don't do the cooking. I just listen to what my family says. It's not. If you want to call my mom and dad, then you can call them.
Got you. All right. You're stuck in front of the TV for a marathon. Would you rather watch A Christmas Story or The Wizard of Oz?
Christmas Story.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I give you that.
Yes.
My man.
There's a reason why.
Striker fired? Striker fired or hammer fired?
Hammer fired.
Very nice. So on the 5th question, we're going to allow the host of the night, Mr. RGG, to go ahead and ask you this very, very personal, important question. Please, sir, don't mess this one up.
Yeah, this is the most important question in the chat. So
The make or the break.
yeah, this is it, man. This is it. This is weird because Cobb was in here twice, and I just got really confused. First of all, do you eat grits?
I do.
What do you put on your grits, sir?
Cheese.
That's it?
Anything else?
Just cheese.
Yeah.
Very neutral. That was
Yeah.
very neutral.
Yes.
That wasn't a win.
That is a win. That's
Come
a win.
on, man.
That's
I
a
don't know
win.
how I participated in.
That's a win.
Okay, I ask you this. Would you put sugar on your grits?
No.
There you go. Good
Come on,
job. That's a
We
win.
got a win right
There
there.
you go.
Give us the W. Thank you, sir. That's it. Appreciate it.
Very good.
Cobb had
I appreciate you participating in this, young sir.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It's been my pleasure.
Wait a minute. I came in on the tail end, so I'm guessing Matt said, butter and salt and pepper on the grits.
He ain't
Not
say
quite,
sugar.
but he didn't say
Almost.
sugar. That's all
He
that
didn't say
matters.
sugar.
So he did say sugar. All
No
right.
sugar.
Cheese and only cheese.
Matt's a good dude.
I got you.
There it is, man. I
No
rock
sugar.
with you, Matt.
The nice thing
That's
about
Can't argue with that.
in the Army, everybody's basic training's in the South. I never knew what grits were until I got to Fort Benning. And it blew my
Thanks
mind.
for your
Grits
service, too, man.
opened a whole new world to me.
Whew.
I dig it.
So,
So
Jason Ewing does
on a serious note, if you don't mind, I do have a question. Back in the serious, unless you don't want to go serious, I got many questions, but on a serious note, is there anything as far as like a criminal record or certain offenses that would prevent somebody from being covered with the carry insurance?
The exclusions as written in the policy are if you are the aggravating party. So obviously, I think we all would agree that one makes sense. If you are at war, which I think we all would understand because, first of all, we're not in Afghanistan anymore, but obviously self-defense and war is combat. So that it's kind of, and then if you are paid to carry a gun for your job, i.e. cop, security guard, reason being, obviously these individuals, when they are on the clock, their employer, municipality, whatnot, kind of falls under a different side note of what that insurance would be for. However, many cops and security guards are members for off the clock because they now do not necessarily have that employer municipality coverage.
Mm-hmm. All right, very good.
Okay.
What if because I just thought about this. What if I used a knife and not a gun?
Any legal weapon under federal law.
Okay.
Obviously, you can't go using a nail bomb. Like, legal weapon, bitches.
Right.
Brian, thanks for stopping by, my brother. Appreciate you, man.
Any legal weapon under federal law. If federal law says you, the individual, can possess whatever item, it is therefore obviously a weapon that can be used.
Okay. He said RPG.
Billy DeBarge.
Billy DeBarge.
I'm waiting for the day RPGs become okay to have under federal law. So don't get me wrong. I'm waiting for the day we can do all these stuff again. But damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there with them too.
Well, I know at least one person who actually can possess those type of things. So, yeah, how would that work? That's another question. Let's say if I'm considered a firearms manufacturer or a dealer, like let's say I was a guy who could actually buy explosives, purchase tanks, things like that. I can still be covered because we know people that do that.
So I have personally never had that question asked to me. So again, this goes back to the one I will just have to confirm on because this is where it's weird because because federal law, they have that allowance, but so I don't want to say yes, absolutely. I need to check on tanks. But if they're under federal law and not breaking any laws, I hazard to imagine the answer would be sure.
Okay. I asked that question because I know at least one person who does that, and that could be a real possibility for that person. I just seem curious about it.
Yeah, if you had to
I want to say because again, if federally that they're not breaking law because they obviously have this allowance, I'm assuming that's going to be the answer. But I just need to confirm because I've never heard of a tank. We all hear golf clubs, baseball bats, knives, fists, hands.
Mm-hmm.
Tank I've never heard before.
Hey, Matt.
Grenades, a lot of different stuff.
Matt, I'm looking at somebody in the chat that asks, what's your guns of choice?
So I personally, I am a
Big tap.
365.
Okay, like that 365. All right.
Yes, I love.
Question for you, Matt.
Yes.
Are you a gun snob?
Am I what?
A gun snob.
Oh no.
No. Okay.
I'm also an equal opportunist handgun owner. I have a Glock. I have a Smith & Wesson. Excuse me. I have a SIG. I have a Springfield. I by no means have just one manufacturer of choice.
He's definitely not a gun snob.
Sounds like a regular gun.
You're winning, Matt. I don't know how well we're doing with the USCCA, but we're doing really good with the grits and the gun snob thing. So I'm on your side. This gentleman you see down. I want to apologize in advance for bringing him in the chat, sir.
That's Skilly Douglas.
This is he's got a million names in this chat. But this is my buddy out of Detroit. He's actually a USCCA member, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what made you choose USCCA, bro?
I was originally with NRA. Read their policies, weren't happy with it, and I end up stumbling across USCCA. And their policy attracted me. Not only did it attract me, but I was able to put my wife on my insurance for half the cost, and she gets the same privileges as I do. So that's what really
at half the cost.
At half the cost. Okay.
That's like $19.
Is that something that is continuous, or is that something that he got at a good time? Is that still available?
Yes. So any spouse. Now this refers to the state because there are states that recognize common law marriage. So don't understand that here dealing with Illinois. That's what I deal with. Obviously, Illinois, you have to be legally wedded to be able to add said spouse. So that adding that spouse to be having that 50 state own account, own a card information, all that other stuff is half the cost of your membership. So if you are a gold level member at $29 a month and you choose to add your wife, your husband, whoever it may be for you, it is at $14 a month. So then the $39 a month is $19 a month. The $49 a month is $24 a month. So obviously, I think most everybody who is married does add their spouse because if our spouse gets sued, we're being sued, and none of us, if we could afford their defense, we'd be able to afford our own defense. So.
I like that.
Very good. Yeah. Honestly, I was unaware of the expense, and now that you just said it, it's not so bad. I thought it was going to be, a higher monthly fee.
Well, mine is
Not bad.
mine is $63 or something like that because I'm platinum. Now I think in November the young lady contacted me and said that was going up on my insurance, but it's because they offered more with that markup, liability and all that.
Ultimately not changed. There was I think a lot of misunderstanding. The pricing didn't change when November it did go up. The pricing did stay the same. So you were probably at platinum for you and your wife $58 a month. So you together are still at that $58 a month, even this November or whatever your renewal date is. It's still going to be the same there for you.
It was something like that.
Oh yes, you can. If so, this is where the numbers are kind of simple. So I mentioned gold was $29 a month, for instance. If you want to pay for the full year up front, it's $299. So easy numbers to kind of remember. Platinum is $39 or $399, and then Elite is $49 or $499. So I think you end up saving like 6 weeks worth of payment, maybe 2 months, if you were to just choose to pay for the full year up front. Of course, you can start by paying monthly and switch to yearly, difference prorated, all that fancy jazz, but please don't ask me to do math in my head. I beg you guys.
Okay. And Skillion there, he doesn't mind. He don't care how much it costs. He actually pays $300 a month for his Ring doorbell.
Man,
he got a really good
true story, sir.
Really good one.
Come on.
You got the best ring available.
He's getting wrong, all right.
Oh my God.
That's why he needed that insurance. But anyway, I've learned a lot. You know.
Amazing.
A whole lot.
Yeah, and I usually don't learn anything. So I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Are you guys what other companies have you looked into, Billy?
Honestly, I'm one of the many that haven't looked at all. So this is definitely my first peek into the coverage and the expense that it cost me. And, you know, I like what I hear.
The only reason I did it personally. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry to tell you. Yeah, so I just want to kind of volunteer this because I know a lot of you are, you know, wanting to research. So one thing USCCA does do, let's say you sign up here on tomorrow. Let's just throw it out there. Say we're sign up on April 12th, 2022. You will have up until April 12th of 2023 to decide where if at any point you elect to no longer move forward with the USCCA, you can cancel and just ask for a refund and get 100% back of everything you'll have ever paid. So
Wow.
So you have a full year without any risk. So if you want to be able to then use it to research, see what the training's about or anything like that, absolutely can do so. Just know when you start, you have a full year without any risk to really be able to see if in fact you are happy with it before that full financial commitment.
Let me ask you a simple question.
That's pretty significant.
Well, somebody asked a question about if you use your, let's say you, I mean, I guess that's he said, what about if you get into a fist fight? Or if let's say it's a defensive situation and someone come at you and you know you got to put them hands on them. You don't got to play.
Hey Matt, can I chime in on this a little bit? Matt, I want to chime in on this. This is where being able to have an attorney to talk to, because Matt, some of these questions are like questions for a lawyer.
Okay.
You know, so we have to understand that Matt is answering questions about, you know, concealed carry insurance. Some of the questions are coming that are strictly for lawyers, to be honest with you. Okay. So I'm going to try to get one on here because he can't really go into the legal part of what you can and can't do. A self-defense attorney will be able to dig into that a little more and tell you what you can and can't do legally. Okay. So Matt's not going to be the one that's going to be able to answer those kind of questions. So that's why when you get that, you know, if you go with USCCA, you know, just reach out to you know to one of those attorneys and just ask them questions.
Okay.
And yeah, so going back to fist fight, I mean, obviously every scenario is different. So we're just going to pretend this is a fist fight where you are in fact acting in self-defense. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is still an act of self-defense.
Okay.
So obviously, again, this goes any legal weapon. So obviously, fists fall under that category, and a fist fight can be simple as an act of self-defense. So obviously, can't say every scenario is always different, is the same. Of course not. But yes, a fist fight could be self-defense. We all agree on that. And fists can be a weapon. We all agree on that.
There's definitely some weapons right here, Matt.
I believe it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'll buy it.
Definitely. No, man, I appreciate
So
that.
let me ask a quick question, if I may. With the influx of new gun owners, imagine a young high school kid gets a new car from his parents. The insurance is on the day before. He goes out, leaves graduation, and gets into an accident. With so many new gun owners, the day after they purchase, something happens, and they got covered the day prior. Does the policy start immediately and they have the entirety of the purchase?
The minute you sign up, you are a member. So I mean, hopefully that's as clear as I can. I mean, yeah, if you find yourself after signing up, doesn't matter if it's 30 seconds, 30 years, what have you. So yeah, regardless of when it is, immediate.
Skilly, benefits. Let me bring Hot Tub in here.
Very good, very good.
You heard me? You muted.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say something. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
I'm gonna say this. The only reason I started getting carry insurance is because of the financial side of carrying a gun. So that's just my spiel. But don't take me out. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Matt, for listening to me.
Peace, Gilly Douglas.
All right, y'all.
We don't listen to him,
Good Django.
It's good Django.
Hot Tub Tony.
What's good, everybody? Cabo,
what's good, Hot Tub? How you feeling, baby?
Hot Tub Tony. Now, let me warn you. Last time we had Hot Tub on here asking questions. You know what? Never mind. I'll just let him go.
Yeah,
Hot Tub, what's happening, man?
So does USCCA cover you in the cases of officer-involved shootings? Say you in the house, the same thing as Breonna Taylor's case. If you're in the house, you don't know it's law enforcement, no not warrant, wrong house, but you end up shooting a police officer. Will you still cover us for the legal fees?
So this is an interesting scenario, yeah, because this is not one that's ever happened. I have to go back. I mean, there's nothing written in the policy that doesn't say it's not. So I want to throw that in the forefront. There's nothing written that says no. So before I volunteer the incorrect information, I would just have to confirm it. So I can tell you it's not written, but just I would need to get some sort of confirmation. I'm sorry, that's the best I can do on that specific question.
And we had a couple of high-profile cases of legal gun owners being shot in their cars and their homes by law enforcement. What's USCCA's? I know you only cover the legal end, but with you guys having such a marketing presence, what's your stance on that relative to the young black 2A gun owners?
I mean, Sean and I have talked about this numerous times, and obviously, the USCCA first and foremost believes everybody has the inherent right at birth to defend themselves and their loved ones. So obviously, with that said, no creed, no color, no gender, no age matters. We are all equal in our ability to defend ourselves and our families as we need to.
Okay, but with you guys having such a big marketing presence, why haven't there been more inroads into reaching out to the black community who's being affected by these incidents disproportionately? Why hasn't the USCCA, or have you made those inroads into reaching out to our community, minority communities? I go with that, but more specifically the black community, to let us know, hey, we're here. This is what we can offer you to cover these type situations, because that's what that's what a lot of us are looking for, and we didn't get it from a lot of the legacy organizations like the NRA. So, is there something that you guys maybe have coming up to speak, to be more vocal, to get more out in the black community, to get your the message out about USCCA and what you guys offer?
Hey, now let me chime in on that, Matt, a little bit. Now, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, from what I've experienced with with Matt, they're very USCCA is very diverse. When it comes to who they teach and who they reach out to. I don't know if you went to their site, but myself, Gun Camp, we're all official USCCA partners, and we're Black-owned, businesses in firearms. So
go ahead.
So, yes. So I think it boils down to not necessarily USCCA as a big whole company. It boils down to everybody else that's a part of USCCA as well, like the instructors. Like myself, I can go reach out because I'm a USCCA instructor and go talk to the youth myself. So that all kind of marries together with what we fall in line with, that model that that they follow. So
I kind of disagree with that, bro, because and no disrespect, that's how you feel.
No.
But I'm from a gun owner's perspective, from a Black gun owner's perspective. Yes, I do understand what you're saying from a trainer perspective. I'm talking about from the legal side, from the insurance that's offered. That's could be very helpful to the Black community, but it's not something that if you're not in these circles, it's not talked about. Well, and we don't see the outside of unless you're a 2A person. You don't see USCCA commercials that let you know that, hey, there's an insurance that covers this. And so a lot of gun owners
you're talking about a mainstream. You're talking about kind of a mainstream kind of presence.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And making those inroads into the Black community so that we know these services are offered.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, and I think that comes down to with USCCA with the instructors, they actually have like Matt can come out, to like our training and give, like if somebody wants to do a concealed carry, they're coming out for their concealed carry. You can have Matt come out and explain, like he's doing tonight, the importance of concealed carry insurance. So if that kind of answers your question a little bit.
Kind of once again, we're looking at it from more so of I'm hearing it from a training aspect, but I'm saying
I think it would be more of a marketing side,
right?
That USCCA would have to.
Yeah, and I'm by no means a marketing person. This is one thing that I will say up at headquarters, they're always very attentive to individuals and their potential ideas, requests when as members and what they are. There's been a big push in terms of getting some of that marketing out to more that local level to individuals in need. There has been a very big push, and Sean already talked about that with that for in terms of the diversity. Part of the other issue that just any organization may run into that's in somewhat the gun world, we talk about that marketing or media. For instance, the USCCA had been partnered with PBR, Professional Bull Riders Association, had to cancel that partnership because when they were on TV, the TV network blurred out the USCCA marketing because it was a gun marketing. So in terms of the national level, there is some of the issues you run into with a national marketing idea. There has been a big initiative to try to get a lot of this disseminated out, and so I am by no means a marketing person, so I can't tell you what conversations might be happening up at headquarters today. There's again always ebb and flow how things change on that marketing versus any other part of the organization.
I really think not only USCCA but all the gun insurance are kind of late to the party when you're dealing with the largest influx that the 2A community has seen in new gun ownership, primarily being Black people. There is an opportunity there to reach a different demographic that I think that we're being underserved on, and that's something that I know you don't control it, but that's something that we would like to see a little more.
Now, I guess this is one thing I will say. Maybe this is where I'm saying is like reaching that demographic. And if I can, maybe this does answer your question. And the title I fall into is account executive. I'm one of 120 account executives across the country Whereas, as Sean mentioned, we are partnered with individual private instructors or ranges or whatnot. For when they have their classes, we come in and present the USCCA as an education and training organization, at which then those individuals do sign up. So this has been going on now since 2019. So for the past 3 years, the USCCA has been, if you want to throw in quotes, boots on ground to get to everywhere that they can to spread the message of the USCCA. So does that more or less answer? I hope answer the question in terms of getting there. Obviously, I mentioned earlier some of the partners I do in fact work with, and then so obviously I've seen it. I have seen that influx, and nothing makes me happier than seeing the fact that everybody in this country is getting this increase. I am personally experiencing that with even who I present to on a weekly basis.
I think it's more so. I'm addressing a missed opportunity to take some of those dollars and those marketing dollars and funnel them into more Black media outlets that can disseminate the message of the USCCA to the greater Black audience as a whole, as opposed to just relegating it to the gun community who's already aware of it. If you're trying to just reach more people. There's an opportunity there.
I can certainly raise it. And then, the USC doesn't expend the marketing dollars on whether it be like an NRA channel or this channel or that channel. It's that's a situation for every channel unto itself. So it's I want to volunteer on the forefront, and the best thing I can raise this up the flagpole.
That's all we can ask for.
And that's all. And I hopefully you guys by now you all trust me enough to know I can take all these things and take these mental notes, and I can do all this reporting for you all. Because obviously we are all seeing different things. We are all seeing very different things here in 2022.
Definitely.
Well, I thank you for your time, RGG, Kaba, Zach, Billy. I'll let y'all later.
All right.
Hot Tub Tony. They call him Hot Tub Tony because his name Tony, and he got a hot tub.
Sure does.
What up, everybody?
Hey, what's up there?
What's that? This is a 2X. This is a 2X.
That ain't no 2X. That's a 2X.
I went in the laundry room.
That's a 2X youth.
He lying. He came in lying.
I went and I changed shirts specifically for this live. I said, they ain't gonna get me today. So,
hey Matt,
how you doing? How you doing?
The angle on this camera though, he points the angle at the gun, like he.
Is that better?
Like that's the way he sets his camera.
Yeah,
up.
You gotta do like me.
I don't know why he does it. Like it's just the show out thing he does, man.
Man, stop it. How you doing, Matt? I'm good. I'm good, RGG. I'm good. So I just had I had an anecdotal case, and what Hot Tub was saying, he said they don't really advertise towards Black media outlets. Well, most Black media outlets are liberal, so they're not going to put that out there like that. So, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to put USCCA carry insurance, promoting guns and stuff like that. They're not going to do that. It's just not about to happen.
That's unfortunate, but it's just
It's unfortunate as hell. It's unfortunate as hell, but that's just what it is. TV One, all those channels, it's just not about to happen. So the anecdotal evidence that I had is my boy that I went to high school with, he's an instructor as well. He had to use his pistol in a self-defense scenario. And this happened 4 months ago. Right in front of his house, in front of his kids, in front of his wife. They're still dealing with the ramifications from it. He put 3 in his assailant, and he's still dealing with that. And he had USCCA, and they afforded him concealed carry insurance. He was afforded a lawyer, and the lawyer pretty much now the lawyer has done everything that he could do, but the detectives and the DA are pretty much they're pushing the case off. They're pushing the case off as far as they can. So he thought that his life was in danger, but they're like, we don't really know. So, but without the USCCA, he would have lost his house because he lost his job pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He would have, a lot of things would have happened to him that could have been a whole lot worse if he didn't have that insurance. So I don't care what type of insurance you get. You need some type of insurance because you might think that in a self-defense situation, you are justified. However, the DA and the detectives might not see it that way. They just might not see it that way. So there's going to be a discrepancy on perception because perception is reality. So my perception and the detective's perception may be totally different. Mm-hmm. So we got to take that into consideration too. Like getting a something that can have your back, because it's not just you when you pull the trigger. It's not just you that's affected. It's your family, it's your kids, it's your wife, it's everybody that's around you. Now, what Hot Tub Tony has said about he said, well, the what can you do to get this out here? So you have a lot of USCCA instructors. You have a lot of, that's how you get that out there. So you have little subsects all over the country. So when you teach a class, when I teach my class, I tell my students, hey, you getting your CCW, that's only one part of the battle. You in kindergarten. First grade, you got to get to CCW. You got to get your concealed carry insurance. You got to progress. You got to do all this. It's a never-ending cycle. You always got to be better. So,
hey, Roadblock.
Yes, sir.
Roadblock. Now, let me say this too, to that point, where the media won't have that leverage, us as instructors do.
Yes, we do, because they look to us more.
Now, I don't know about my fly, but you're looking at a screen right here of 4 Black men who are instructors. So we can reach out to more people, because at the end of the day, if I see somebody that looks like me training me, and it's no offense to Matt because he's a white guy, but still, if I see somebody that looks like me that's training me, I'm more likely to just follow that path.
Yep.
And yeah, so it boils down to that too. The more of us that are out there, then the more ground we can make on getting that message out to our people that this is available.
You know what? I gotta step in on that. There are kind of on Hot Tub Tony's understanding what he's saying. There's a lot of new gun owners who ain't thinking about training, ain't even thinking about getting their CCW, ain't thinking about getting their weapons license. They just own guns, and legally, plenty of them. So where do they hear about gun insurance or carry insurance? How are they that's carrying? What he's talking about. There's a gap of people that either just recently or plenty that have for a long time had a legal weapon, and they just have no outlet to know about anything. And I've never been with no trainer. I own a lot of firearms and go to the range and carry every day. Did you get your CCW? Did you get your CCW? I'm in Georgia, so it's a weapons license. So we don't have no class that we have to get.
And what I've seen sometimes too is that, and I've seen this from one firm, I think it was Law Shield, that they actually have little spots in the gun store, so where they have like a weekend or something where they're there, with their with their information. So I don't know exactly how it can be done, on a media level, because we all know that guns are a sensitive subject, and not everybody wants to hear, gun talk, and at the end of the day, regardless of how much money we have, people just don't want to hear gun talk, period.
Let me kind of jump in real quick, because Billy more eloquently put the point that I was trying to get to, and I get where you guys are coming from. Roadblock Cop, I do. But y'all do not understand the disconnect. There are media.
No, we do.
Hold on. there are a lot of black media outlets that will be glad to take those marketing dollars from the USCCA, who's not necessarily, man, you can advertise on media, look, Radio One, Clear Channel. There's no blocks on that. If you're trying to reach the black community,
So,
and like they most black gun owners are not in there with trainers. That's just facts.
Right.
Most of
right.
them are either wild western out here, or they got their own land that they shoot on. And that's where you guys are giving a disservice by keep pushing the training. We need practical, and my community, our community, deserves practical advertising, just like every other community. So those advertising dollars should be put into the black community. They cannot legally stop you from advertising on their channels. They cannot, and they will not turn down ad dollars. They will not.
Okay,
Most of these black media outlets are struggling. They will not turn down those ad dollars. So if a USCCA does want to reach out to the black community, that opportunity is there. But to make that excuse that no, our community is mostly liberal, they won't take this, they won't take that, that does a disservice to our community.
Now, when you say that,
get a chance to have it.
So when you say that,
I want to see a USCCA. I want to see all the insurances company market to our communities.
You say that you want it, but you're talking about Media One. Okay, so the same company that has DL Hughley that goes on there with the liberal talk, and he's decrying firearms and how they kill multiple people. Then right after that, they're going to have a commercial for USCCA carry insurance. No, everything is programmed just like the mute. No, but hold on.
Go ahead.
So everything just like the music is marketed, just like the music is programmed. The commercials are programmed. So everything is geared to a certain subsect. So now we have it. So, I mean, I can go on 97.3 in Toledo and listen to basic programming all day. So there's a disservice because we can't reach a whole lot of people. But when we do train, and our job is to promote training, how many gun owners, how many people are on this live right now? How many people on this live right now who are scattered around this country, who can promote training, who can promote getting your concealed carry insurance? There are 126 people in this live right now, scattered across this country. Now, USCCA can reach a whole lot of other people in different markets and millions more, but what can we do right now? After this live, what can we do right now? Because Matt is not corporate. Matt is not corporate.
And I appreciate, but Matt can take our concerns back to corporate. Is what I'm saying.
I absolutely can. Listen, I absolutely can. And listen, I'm glad I'm able to get some of this information because I just don't know any better here, and so anything I can glean from you all is appreciated on my end, so I can run it on up the flagpole. If I can here, I do apologize. I know this could be a topic that goes on much longer. I do have to get running. As I meant,
no problem.
Get that baby.
Yeah, I
got the 1 month though.
I'm sure my wife is like losing her mind being alone right now with the baby. So, one thing I want to say is I want to thank you all for the time. If you guys have any questions regarding US or anything like that, call center is also manned 24/7. Everyone there's licensed people speak to insurance talk. If you have questions about the insurance, obviously just educate yourselves regardless. I got all the options out there. I just really appreciate the time, and obviously I hope I may have gotten, if I got one thing wrong here and there, as I said, please just double check with someone's got.
No, man, you did a great job, man. Listen, you was on a hot seat. I didn't know the seat was going to get that hot, so you might have to change your clothes.
I was not prepared. But you know what? Like, this is, being challenged is how you learn. And so, obviously I appreciate, your time. And again, once again, thank you for all the current members on the forum.
So let me say this, Matt, please leave your information with Kaba, because regardless of how we feel like the conversation went, I'm sure somebody got something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And for those that did get something out of it, then we can at least contact you if they, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, Sean has my information. If you got any of you do reach out to me, this is how I make my living, and diapers are expensive. So.
All right.
Very good.
All right, man. Go take care of that little one, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
appreciate you.
All right, thank you, everyone, once again. You guys all enjoy.
Be cool, Matt.
Most importantly, you all stay safe.
Thank you. You too, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Hot Tub, you make some good points, bro. You know, on levels that are kind of like above my head. You know, so I'm doing what I can from an instructor level. You know, and the points you made up, you know about the different the outlets. You know, you make a good point, but it's just like Mike said, it's just a ladder you have to climb.
I just don't.
May I jump in? Hot Tub. I feel your passion, and for somebody who's worked in radio and in media in the past, and who has actually stepped up and reached out to local representatives and politicians, state senators in the area here, I can tell you right now, the Black community, especially the liberal Black community, they don't want and will not accept any form of firearms advertisements on or in their media. I've sat down with a local representative and she told me flat out she did not care, because I wanted more, like me and some of my lodge brothers wanted to reach out and go out there and work with some of the young men in some of these programs that they had to teach them about firearms education and training. She thought that we were going to turn a bunch of young Black men into Rambos. And that wasn't it. We just wanted to show them a different avenue that you can go out into these competitions, you can make money, you can get endorsements. They were not hearing it. Our Black radio, Black TV will not accept a bunch of Black men as good as everybody's here, educating and training people. They are part of the problem too, bro. They are part of the problem. Any insurance company can go out there, like Roadblock said, they're not going to advertise. They will not do it. They will not do it. And I can tell you right here in South Florida, bro. Go ahead. Oh, talk to me.
Let me say this. I don't like to hear what we can't do. I don't accept that. And I know people like, that's just, hold on. They saying that's just the way it is. But it will not change. We will not be able to change it until we step up. There are a lot of media outlets outside of mainstream media. There are YouTubers that do media. Advertise with them. They are looking for those advertising dollars. They're small outlets, true indeed, but you'll reach.
No, you're right. You're right.
Hold on.
You're
These
right.
channels have 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 subscribers, and those subscribers well served. They're very receptive to this.
You're right, but the problem
Don't
is on
shut
the
it down.
local.
Don't make excuses for them. No, you.
I'm not.
You should be spending that money in the Black community. You should be making those inroads, and it doesn't have to be with the major outlets, because let's be honest. Those hold on. Those outlets that you guys are referring to are not Black owned, but there are
facts.
Black owned media outlets that would be very receptive to this. So
Okay, here's another example.
Make them hold on.
Hey, hold on.
Go ahead. Make them find out where.
Y'all listening?
Yes, sir.
Y'all watching?
No, it's coming, Billy. It's coming.
It's already here, bro.
No. What I'm saying is some of the people who
it's already there.
No, Billy,
so who
hear
we
me
talking
out,
about though? Who we talking about though? You
Hear me
said
out.
so are we talking about, you said the people that don't want to get training, that's not getting training, right? So are those same people that don't want to get trained, who are just comfortable with their guns in the country or whatever, who don't want to get trained, are those the type of people that's going to get concealed carry insurance?
Who's saying that they don't want to be trained?
But that's what you said. That's what you said earlier.
Those are the type of people that are unaware.
Yeah.
Unaware of what?
Roadblock.
Unless you living under a rock.
Hey, look.
Unless you living under a rock, you know that there's training around.
There are people. There's a lot more people under the rock than you think.
Right.
Yeah,
If they're not
it's not the
comfortable with
training.
if they walk into a range and they're not
Look,
comfortable with the individuals that are training, they may not have a youth. They may not have a cobbler sitting there that can make them feel more comfortable. You still have to reach out and make those inroads to these type of people.
No, facts.
so is
facts.
that gonna be USCCA or is that gonna be us?
No, it's just like this, man. It's just like this.
Hold on, big pressure.
Big pressure.
Big pressure. What's up, man?
Big pressure. What's happening?
What's up,
Everybody
man?
know who you
I
are,
I just want everybody to understand the experience I took through it. Is because it's about the algorithm of what you watch and what you look at. That's what they're gonna show you. Now, if you watch self-defense videos and you watch gun training and you watch gun safety videos, you will get in the algorithm and you will get shown USCCA. That's how I got introduced to it.
I've never been shown the USCCA ad.
Well, you
And I
just got.
watch every.
Look,
You
I
start
get.
looking at the
I'm
hot
telling
tub
you.
nasty videos, and maybe you.
Okay, so you don't watch.
but that's neither here nor there.
You don't watch.
Hey man,
and
I'm not
maybe your
ashamed
ass
of who I
will
am.
get some
You're not gonna shame me, Roadblock.
Hey,
You know
if
what I'm
they
saying?
can talk about my shirt, if they can talk about my shirt, I can talk about your hot tub, and that's what I'm.
You damn sure can. I tell you, I'm Uncle Elroy now.
So, hey,
But
I hope everybody
I
understands what I was showing.
Like I say, I've never been shown a USCCA commercial. Everything that I know about USCCA is from other members. But I got cousins that they got guns. Oh, they got plenty of guns. They got plenty of legal guns. But they not gonna go to a range unless I
But
take
are
them.
you? But are you in the algorithm on the internet? What you watch on your phone? Do you not understand? They are studying everything about you every time you click on the YouTube,
I do
Google,
understand that,
anything.
and I'm actually
And
trying to
so,
help. I'm trying to help them. Nothing that I'm
okay,
saying
so
against
I
anybody.
understand.
I'm
Look,
saying that they need to.
that's how I got exposed to it though. That's how I got exposed to it. And I think that sometimes that we always look at gun as a deadly weapon. We look at it as something that can murder somebody. We never look at it as it's a self-defense tool. We always look at it as that's what we go to when we upset and we mad. We don't never look at it like that's the last thing you want to go to. Like
Not all of
I really want to give you a good ass whooping and send you on by your way. But if you start to make it a dangerous situation for me, then that's what I got to do. But we don't look at it like that. I'm just being real.
This is my this is my last point too. We should never push that man for a specific reason, so he can spend those, so he can run that back to USCCA, and they can make a concerted effort into spending those dollars into black media, into the black community to make those inroads for us to get that type of education and training that goes along with that.
Hot tub.
Don't
When you
shut
say
it down.
black
It's
media,
a method to my man.
I'm with
It's a
Roadblock.
method to everything that I do, and we can force the issue on this. Yes, we can.
Okay.
What's the NRA done?
When Roadblock, may I ask a question or make a statement? When you say black media, which black media are you talking about? Like Roadblock stated earlier, a majority of black media is super liberal. They're not going to have that behind the Steve Harvey show. You're not going to have that behind the Breakfast Club.
Not black owned.
But
keep going. Keep going. Not black owned.
Okay.
Everybody you finna say not black owned.
Okay.
Where are these black?
That's
Where
what
are
I'm
these
saying.
black owned?
But there are.
Where are these black owned media?
TV1's not gonna do it.
Yeah, where are these
TV1's not gonna do it.
Perfect example.
Another black media outlet just shut down 2 weeks ago. They're not gonna do it.
Listen to what I'm saying. Tariq Nasheed got over 2 million followers. 2 million. Advertise with him. He's always
hot tub.
Looking for somebody to advertise on him.
Hot tub. Hold on. Hot tub. Listen. I follow Tariq Nasheed. I do. I have watched every movie that he put out. Look, USCCA is not about to send him no money, bruh. It's not about to go down. They have to think about it's not just they reaching out to us, but they got a whole other segment of USCCA that's
got a market
more
to.
that that they market to. So and then if those people find out that they are sending money to Tariq Nasheed, that's going to
it's a wrap.
It's over with. So we got to be realistic with a lot of this stuff. So you said
okay.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
You said that
you finish. I'm gonna go
okay. So you said that a lot of your cousins don't know about training because you try to get them in the range and stuff like that. But you, as somebody who know this stuff, it's up to you to get them there. So I'm not about to put nothing on no company, no corporate entity. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna go out here and we're gonna stump the pavement. We're gonna go out here and we're gonna let these people know that, like in my CCW class, I got 6-7 people. I got cars out. I'm letting people know, hey, get your CC, do this, do that, do this, do that. That's how because you start from the grassroots. Because we ain't gonna jump up.
I'm 100% behind. I'm 100% behind grassroots. I am. Don't get me wrong. I am not shooting y'all down. I think y'all not understanding what I'm saying. But you have such an influx. Right now we're sitting on being the second largest gun owning population, and we can leverage that to our advantage. So you want a NAGA to do some certain things. You want to bridge that gap to where you, like you said, when
but
NAGA
bro,
force them to go into a partnership. If you as a
not with Tariq,
hold on, listen.
Not with Tariq divides black people.
I use that as an example. Can I finish?
I'm not sure if y'all caught what I was showing y'all. Did y'all catch that?
They not catching it, bro.
The NAGA magazine.
No,
it's a NAGA magazine.
You leverage that. If they're not comfortable advertising with our media outlets, that's fine. Let NAGA do it under your.
And NAGA need to be doing that. That's
let
NAGA.
them do it.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. As a media outlet,
doing what y'all were doing, and just saying, "No, they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it." That's all they're gonna hear. Ain't don't waste your time.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. It's a lot of different companies out there. But if you a law-abiding citizen, if you only want to use your weapon under a self-defense situation, it's programs out there to help you know when to use it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get training. You cannot use it under just cause you got beat in a fist fight. Go to your truck, ride home, tell your goddamn family what happened, whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? It's not
no
situation.
Bro, we talking about two different things. I'm talking about making them spend dollars with our community.
Well, our community, it's the same thing to go down with politics. It's the same thing to go down with politics.
Like I said,
our community got to be interested in where the dollars being
obviously.
The elephant in the room here, and I understand this because of where I am and because of who I am in this community that I tried to reach out to. That's the problem. The elephant in the room is when you start presenting this stuff, even if you present it for free, the resistance is ridiculous. And I understand it from a personal standpoint. I got into training to address what I saw was a void in the black community, and trying to do that, because that's the elephant in the room. Trying to do that, there has been such a stigma placed around a thing that one of the only things in a particular situation that's going to help preserve your life, that people look at you like you got 4 heads. I might as well just be whoever.
How about this?
That's why and I have to look at it from a business standpoint too.
Yep.
I'm not going to just take money and throw it in a hole and set it on fire.
Right. Hell no.
Because that's what, in certain cases, until there's a specific type of attitude that we have to break our folk out of. It's just the truth. I don't like it. It sucks. It makes
right, Zach.
Right. How about this?
Until we can break out of that, until we can break out of that, it's basically just taking money, throw it in the hole, and setting it on fire.
Zach, here's an example.
Hold on. Let me throw something out there real quick, and I'm absolutely done with it. Okay. So we had NAGA on here, 2-3 weeks ago, and I pressed him. But I'm also giving them an out with what I was saying. We can force that issue, and this is a good platform to force that issue to where the USCCA, okay, if you don't want to spend money on our media, you think it's a black hole. Well, NAGA has inroads with black pro 2A people. NAGA has a big footprint in that. Funnel them dollars through them. Funnel them through them. You come up with a media marketing that will reach your people. NAGA.
And that's what they do.
That will help both.
But I have to get to the root.
That's what they do.
Well, listen.
I'm just saying. I'm throwing out opportunities,
man.
If y'all want to shoot it down,
go ahead, RGG.
RGG got to shut it down.
I just need to say something because
they do advertise.
I've been listening, man, for the last 35, 40 minutes.
Billy's in trouble. Billy's in trouble.
He in trouble.
He in
Talking
trouble
about my shirts. I told you. Every time you talk about my shirts, you get in trouble.
No, but here goes the thing, though. I would love to let this conversation continue on all into the night, but I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm already 15 minutes over my time.
Okay.
I think we got some amazing points out tonight. I hear what you're saying, Hot Tub. What I wanted to get through tonight by bringing the brother on, I appreciate him coming through here. And it's kind of rough because you know what would have been even doper if we could have got USCCA, Law Shield, CCW Save and all these guys. The idea is you're gonna need some type of insurance.
Oh, most definitely.
To cover yourself if you carrying a firearm, right? So to allow people to choose, what works best for them. So I mean that was it for me. That was the whole point of it. But it's kind of rough on him because he was the only one. So
and it's not his department.
It's not his fault. Yeah,
not his fault. He can't. He don't own USCCA. He don't write the laws. Anything. He just
no.
Explain it.
But he can bring up those concerns.
But it's a lot of information. But it's a lot of information out there for us. If you just Google and start to Google search it, they'll show you all kind of stuff in your Facebook, in your Instagram, in your YouTube. You will see a lot of different areas. If you just Google search certain things and you do it on a regular, you will find yourself in an algorithm that will show you these type of companies and what your rights are and what your, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to be looking at. Don't Google your latest hip hop song or the latest sports highlight. You know what I'm saying? Google the stuff that really matters.
So my wife,
I got to learn how to say it the way Big
algorithm.
Take your time. My wife told me that I might have came across the wrong way. So, really quick to end that whole ordeal is they can advertise in black media and they are advertising in black media. Like I said before, this is NAGA's magazine and they are directly spending their money in black media.
A non-liberal black media.
However it comes, it's still black. I'm
Billy,
black and I got
Billy, I'm glad you showed me that. But he should have been able to show me that. He should have been able to point to that.
Hot Tub.
That's dope.
He's not a marketing.
Hot Tub. NAGA is less than 100,000 deep right now. Give them time. They're still a new company. NAGA still needs to create a pack, or we as a group here should be part of a pack to get that money, get a lobbyist, and get out to Washington if we want some of this stuff done in our community.
I 100% agree with that.
Hey, wait a minute, man. I think I just went past everybody. Listen.
I won.
You know how much love I got for you, man. But damn, it's hard. You know how you try to say bye to your homie, and then you try to close the door. He put his hand in the door.
Salute, RGG. I'm out.
Stop putting your hand in the door.
I'm out. Salute, though.
He's Big Cat.
I was trying to ask Big Pressure where he was from because he talked like Lil Boosie. And I was trying to talk to him a little longer, man, but y'all done messed up my Big Pressure. Now, and I was going to have him teach me how to say, how you say it? Somebody said like,
algorithm.
I know what he meant, but I like the way he said it. Hey, Big Pressure.
I
need you to come back in the live Wednesday to teach me how to say
algorithm.
Algorithm. whatever, however Big Pressure said, I like it. That's dope. Hey, Copper, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Copper, you ain't said nothing the whole hour.
No.
Just listening.
I don't know if you still
I
mad
agree
at
with
me
y'all
for
on
do that, or
training.
you mad at Hot Tail Tony for them
beating
tough ass
y'all up
questions.
for real.
Oh,
Y'all,
no,
y'all
no.
are important. Y'all know how I get. Don't pay me no mind then.
You passionate about it, man.
He's passionate, man. The passion's there, man. I love it.
Hey, that passion is what can make things change, bro. So keep that fire.
Yeah, Hot Tail the man. He don't give a damn what we talking about. What's gonna turn back to pro
He
black?
said,
RGG, can I ask one
I heard you
question?
had Jesus on the line. Wait a minute, Jesus. Where was you at in slavery? I mean, I was wondering. Like, you know, when Kunta Kinte was getting whipped, what was you doing? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I just have a question for Billy. When are we gonna get some of them oranges or tangerines?
Soon as they decide to grow their ass up, damn it. I got one little bud.
Y'all just put your arm in the door again, huh?
Just budding.
You know, I see ain't nobody gonna listen to me, so I'm just gonna have to cut the live off.
Just cut it. Just cut it.
Yeah,
We're going to keep talking. We're going to keep talking.
Completely, man. And damn Eddie Tactical, too.
Yeah, they go again.
Eddie Tactical, with your funky ass.
Smooth toes in the building.
Hey, I appreciate all y'all, man. I'm finna get out of here, man.
Peace.
I'm out.
Definitely. Peace, man.
Peace.